Hello, SEC West fans. This is the last week. I got a real special treat. I finally gonna have an Arkansas fan on. I got Aaron from the Little Rock area. Say hello, Aaron.
How y'all doing?
All right. We're gonna talk a little bit about the LSU Arkansas game, and then we might be able to. We'll just make our picks on the other two games in the West. Well, Aaron, since Arkansas has defeated LSU the last 2 years, I'd imagine you've earned the right to go first. So why don't you tell me what you're thinking about the game on Saturday?
Well, kind of got mixed emotions about it. I'd like to. It's hard to beat anybody as good as LSU 3 times in a row, so that's not a good thing for us. However, I was kind of happy to see the media circus that's kind of got stirred up down there over that spike the ball play in the Ole Miss game. Hoping that's kind of taken some focus off of preparing for Arkansas. And Arkansas has not been the same team on the road this year. They did play well at Florida, but if you look at that Ole Miss and Alabama game, they just were anemic at best.
Yeah.
So they've got to overcome those road struggles, and a 7 o'clock game in Death Valley is not the place that you want to try to overcome that obstacle. But we'll see. I think we can score some points, and I think if we can maybe jump out early, we might. LSU might just fold it up and start thinking about that bowl game. But I think it'll be a good game. I think Arkansas is 7-1 this year, and they scored more than 30 points. So we've got to get it over 30 and hope we stay with that trend. But we've got some big holes in our defense that hopefully aren't too exposed this weekend.
Yeah. The focus in Tiger Town has definitely not been on this game and what to do against Arkansas. I can promise you that. It has been a fiasco as far as from the fans' perspective. We've already came to the conclusion that we've got another DiNardo on our hands, which I don't know if you're familiar with our history, but DiNardo was a very bad coach we had back in the 90s. So yeah, you're right. The focus is not going to be on Arkansas, and that's a shame because our defense needs to focus all they can on this high-powered offense y'all have. Yeah, and you said another thing about the after Thanksgiving. This after Thanksgiving for Tiger fans has been it's been a real pain in the butt. This Friday game in the afternoon. It's we go to the stadium kind of half asleep, and we try to get fired up and stuff, but we've never had that atmosphere. So Saturday night in Tiger Stadium, I don't know if our fans are going to get over this Ole Miss thing or not, but it's definitely to our advantage having that Saturday game. I think, let's see, LSU is favored by 3.5 points. What do you think about that spread?
I heard a wise man once tell me an SEC spread, they always give 4 points to the home team, unless you're like a Vanderbilt or somebody like that. But, a typical line on an SEC conference game is they'll give the home team 4 points. So going by that, they think Arkansas is a 1.5 favorite. But they
Yeah.
flipped it over to LSU being at home, which I don't think we're going to win, to be honest with you. I just don't think we're there yet. And just going off of, like I said, how we played on the road this year, 2 out of our 3 road games in conference have not been good. The offense just never got started. Nobody decided to block. We couldn't tackle. And, it's kind of been the opposite at home. So, hopefully they can overcome that, though. But I think that's a pretty fair spread. I don't think it's going to get out of hand either way. I think it'll be a good close game. Might be looking at another Georgia game where we score 42 and lose. Hopefully not, but I could see that happening.
I can promise you we can't score 42 points against what is that school in that's famous for Mitch Mustang? The Christian Life Academy or whatever it is.
He went to Springdale Harbor.
Okay, yeah,
Well,
Springdale, yeah, Christian school or whatever. We could not score
yeah.
42 points against those guys.
Shiloh Christians, he was thinking of that.
Yeah, Shiloh, yeah. The little town just just west of Fayetteville.
Yeah, it's
This
right
is
up there.
Yeah. Well, we've got 5 minutes left. This is going to be probably our most interesting show because I've got you saying how LSU's going to win, and I'm going to tell you why Arkansas is going to win. I don't think what we saw in that Ole Miss game was a highly undisciplined, poorly coached defense, and I think what Arkansas is going to do is just like they did last year. They're going to wear our linebackers out, just throwing those short passes and baiting our guys in. And I think by the third or fourth quarter, you're going to see Arkansas throwing a hell of a lot of long passes because they're going to bait our guys in. And as far as our offense goes, we've lost our first two starting running backs. They're gone.
Right.
Ridley is all we got left, and then we got some speedsters, Russell Shepard and Trendon Holiday. So, we're probably going to do the same thing against y'all that we did against Ole Miss. Pass, and then, y'all are going to be able to pin your ears back and get to our quarterback. And on defense, we don't blitz. So, we're going to give Mallet time to throw the ball. So, I'll take the 3.5 points. I'll take Arkansas, and I'm telling you, man, I think this game's going to be 31-10 at best.
Yeah, I hope you're right. We just had, the no blitzing thing is, I can't imagine them not having some blitz packages ready. If they've watched tape on Arkansas, that's when Mallett's had trouble, is when he hadn't had much time. He'll stand in there and take a hit, but Alabama came and got him, Ole Miss came and got him, and that's kind of the games we struggled with. Were those two games, especially that Alabama game. But
Saban stole y'all's playbook for that game. You know that, right?
Right.
I mean, that's what it looked like. So you can't even bring that game up. He cheated.
Yeah, he was in. It was definitely. He's definitely got one on Petrino as far as offense versus defense goes.
Yeah, but
there's days where you talk about your running backs. This might be a game for y'all to where you go into next year thinking about how good your running back's going to be after he shreds Arkansas for 350 yards. There's been games where you and I could get 50 or 60 yards running.
Well, you see, and that's where it comes into coaching too, because our running back Ridley had one carry against Ole Miss for 12 yards. And you would think our coaches would think, well, if he's going to get one carry for 12 yards, why not at least give him 2 carries? Maybe he'll get 24 yards.
Yeah, worst case scenario, he gets 0 and he's still got a 6-yard average.
Yeah, so we don't, something's happened. We don't want to rely on our running game, and we just start passing the ball around. So you think LSU's going to win big. I think Arkansas is going to win big. Well, I guess we'll just see what happens.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to win big. I think it's going to be pretty close. I'm going to go with, maybe in the 20s, 28-24 or something like that.
Okay. Well, look, we've got 1 minute left. Let's look at Alabama's favored 10.5 over Auburn. What do you think about that?
I like that. I think that's pretty conservative spread. I like them big in that game, maybe 17, 20 points. I think they did the same to Auburn, what they did to Arkansas, and just completely shut them down, get a lot of turnovers. I look maybe 30-10 type game there.
Yeah, me too. Ole Miss favored 8 over Mississippi. You got 10 seconds. What do you think?
I hope they lose by 100. As long as they have Houston Nutt, I will. And this could be the game where Ole Miss kind of sees what they've got, a classic letdown after a big win. That was kind of his MO here in Arkansas. Have a big victory and then come out and look like a junior varsity team the next week.
Yeah. Well, okay. Well, y'all have a happy Thanksgiving. Next week we got a huge lineup for this championship game, so y'all take it.